So when we have a Jupiter retrograde person, you know, we can know from probably an archetypical level that this is someone who has somehow bought in again to somebody else's philosophy, somebody else's version. This is the Jupiter retrograde person thinks that person out there, their intuition is always better than mine. And so they've also bought into then some of the lies, including their own lies that they've bought into. And so when Jupiter's retrograde, there is this re-evaluation process of what is my truth, what are my lies, where am I playing games with myself, that I have to open up and recognize, you know, this isn't me, this isn't who I really am, this is who I'm pretending to be, rather than getting in touch with what is my true essence. So it's exposing their own personal lies. And it can be exposing the collective lies that they've also bought into. Okay? Is this making sense? I'll bring out some more of the archetypes of Jupiter as they come into my left brain. But questions, let's start with that.
The Jupiter retrograde, how does that play out in a life? Does that involve some disillusionment at some point?
Yes, totally. Yes, another good point. Yes. Yes, a Jupiter retrograde person, especially when they're still trying to cling to those lies or what is not even a truth for them personally, they will have that disillusionment. Yes, and but they can also get Jupiter retrograde throwing back to Mercury. Okay, remember that ninth, third house archetype, relativity of truth? They're going to get the confrontations from the other people who are just going to point their lies out to them and say, you're not going to get away with that. Very much. Yes?
If the Jupiter retrograde is in a skip step with the nodes, would the nodes be describing the lies and the compensations, the houses and signs of the no
Yes, it would. Yes, it would. That's an interesting question because I've been probably reading charts, I think, for maybe a dozen years now. And I have to tell you, the planet that I draw in, square the nodes the most often, some of you have heard me say this, is Jupiter square the nodes. And I draw it in a lot. And so here's a person, again, it's all relevant to evolutionary state conditioning and those signs and houses of the nodes that are square Jupiter. But yes, there will be skip steps on a generic level of lies versus truth.